Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So a little job that I'm going to do today is I'm actually going to put this chubb lock, put the wee chubb lock on. I'm actually going to put it on the inside of this door. I normally would put, you can see where I've tried to put a bolt on there, but these doors are so crappy. It's like a wooden casing, so you get a wooden casing going kind of right round, and then it's just very thin board here, and there's like I don't know, it's like a cardboard interior that holds it all together. So if you put the two screws in the edge here, it's fine because that's like a solid wooden, but once you get past about here, you end up just with very thin stuff. So it's I'm going to use this instead with chubb lock, and I'll show you how we put it on. What we're going to need for this is we've got hammer, chisels, a couple of pencils or pen. We measure there. For this job, it's going to be a 16mm drill just here, and this is an 8mm drill for where the key would go, and this is all the other hardware with it. Okay, we drill there, and hammer and a cup of coffee makes it better. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we're going to put this on, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the center. I'm going to put it roughly round about up here. I don't have to be absolutely totally precision with it, we don't want it, but I decided I want it above this lock here, and I want to put it maybe round about here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to find the middle of this. Now we've looked there and we can find that it's this one's a little bit thicker than the last one, so it's like 40mm. So we'll go into the middle, 20mm, and I'll just mark it. I'll actually mark it with this pen here. So we'll do that. Just there. Okay, so that's roughly just there is where the middle. What I'm going to do is load the drill up with the 16mm drill, a flat bit drill bit, and I'm just going to put that right in the center there. Push. I'm holding the door with my feet down here so it doesn't. Now what you're going to do, guys, with this, just go right in 90 degrees. Be very careful, because if you turn your drill, especially as you go through here, you'll come through the side. So just 90 degrees. Now once it goes through the wooden casing, you'll feel it going to this like void in here where this like cardboard type affair is, and you'll just feel it go. So just very careful, make sure it's 90 degrees. That's going out nicely. Coming to the other side, so be careful. I'm actually just going to go straight through there. It does tell you in the go 64mm in the little pamphlet that we had, but to be honest with you, nothing's going to spoil inside there. So I'm just going to, and what you could do is you could mark the 64mm up on here with a bit of tape, put a bit of tape around it where it finishes if you want. I'm not going to bother, I'm just going to go straight through. And every so often I'm just going to pull out, and we've got a vacuum cleaner to clean this up. A lot of the time, if I wasn't filming, I would be getting Ross to hold the vacuum cleaner to here to suck all the rubbish. So if you get a partner or something, put the vacuum cleaner under here and just suck all this rubbish away. Okay. So just get the wee vacuum cleaner as well. Yeah, so what I'm just going to do, like I say, I've got the vacuum cleaner. I'm just going to get in there and suck any wood shavings up as well. Rather handy to have this as well. You can clean up while you're going along. As I said, you could have someone holding that while you were drilling if you wanted. And then you wouldn't get all the bits and bobs all over the place. So that's how we do it. I'll clean that one up, and then we'll just get the hoover turned on. Okay, so next bit is we've got a chubb key here. I've decided that I want to open it this way as it would normally go, and so you can turn it round whatever way you need to turn it. So if you turn it that and the flat edge is up, then you would turn it, it would go that way to lock, that way to unlock. Okay, and if the door were facing the opposite way, then you could turn it over that way. Okay, this is what it is. I'm going to take that out, and then I'm going to slip this into the hole. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hold that there, and we're going to mark round. Okay, so we're just marking round here. Pencil, pen, whatever you want to use. I'm using a pen because the pencils keep breaking, unfortunately. So we're just going to mark that round there, and then we can take this, we can take that out. Okay, next thing what we're going to do is we're going to get a chisel, just a chisel, and wherever the bevel is, you want to be turning the flat bit, not the bevel, but the flat bit, you want to be putting against the line like that. So you can put that against the line, hold it tight, couple of taps with a hammer. Okay, turn it round so the bevel is near the straight line here is there. All you got to do is do this, guys, get there. Make sure that that's where you need it to be. Just was slightly off there, but that don't matter. Just turn it in. Okay. And then what we're going to do is get a slightly wider chisel. And again, the flush line there is just going to go right there. And we're going to follow it down right where we need it to be. Okay, turn it around so the straight edge is there, there to there, again, and down we go, a little bit more, there, and again. Right guys, so that's it. Just gonna a little bit more. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to turn the bevel like that, and I'm just going to tap there and then I'm going to angle it like that. Be careful you don't go too far in. You can angle it a little bit like that. You can see it coming up. Just be careful you don't get too deep. This can come off. Very careful again, that you're not too deep in things. Up you go, and just go up to the line up here. Okay, now you can see that we're getting the shape of the chubb lock right there. I'm just going to just tap that a little bit more again. Okay, this is like a hard wooden frame. So I'm going to come this way now, just steady does it. Careful not to whack it and go further, or you'll just cut this off here. Again, just carefully go. Just be careful, that's all. You can actually push with your hand as well. If the chisel's sharp, then that'll do. And rather careful when you get to this whole bit, just there. Tap that one off. Do the same with this here. See that good of there? Okay. So all we're doing, we're just making a little channel here for the chubb lock to fit in. Same with that one there. Just okay. Now don't go too much. Keep trying it every so often. See if it's deep enough, because you can soon go well past. So we'll just pop that one in. Again, we could suck that out with a hoover if there were any debris in there. And this then is just going to go into there. You'll see that it's nice and flat to that. So you can see that it's nice and flat, so it's really quite flat. Okay. Now, what we need to do is we need to find out where the key goes into. This is going to be drilled from this side because it's going to be on the inside of the door that I want the lock. You could put a hole straight through if you wanted it from one side or the other. Not a problem. For this time, I don't want anybody to access the lock from the outside, so we're going to put the hole on the inside here. The way we do this is you can take this out, you use your chisel again, and you can actually put it. I've found that if I put that through there and I offer it up to the hole, roughly make it where the top and the bottom of this wee recess here, I find that if I use that, then push that on there, and then use the key, we can actually put a little mark on the just here. So we just put a little mark on there, just the end of that, going through there, like that. Okay, so that's it. Remember where it is, guys, and if in doubt, mark it with a little cross, like that. Mark it with a cross, so you know where to drill, because once you've drilled, you've drilled. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to swap my drill bits, like I said. Check twice, drill once. Same principle for sewing everything. Check it twice, sew it once. That's it again. Get up there. I'm going to put that right to there. And then I actually can look right through and see that it is where it should be. Okay, so we're now going to swap this 16mm there, and we're going to put this 8mm wood cutting bit into here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is carefully I'm going to put the tip of that onto there, push and drill. Now just be careful guys, because once you get so far in here it's going to go through this hole into the recess, and I've even known where I've pushed and banged straight through the other side of the door, so be careful. When you can feel it's getting there, ease off. You can feel it's getting there, so just ease off. You feel now it's gone into this recess. Okay, so it's gone into the recess. Now we're going to just give that a little blast with a hoover, vacuum cleaner here, and just make sure that we've no debris in there. I like to clean up as I'm going guys, but for the purpose of this video I'm just going to leave it. So what we're going to do then is put our, I did say that the flat side was going to go upwards like that. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here and hope that we've drilled it correctly. Right. We have. Okay, we have, as you can see. Next thing to do, I'm just going to leave that in there like that. Next thing to do, we're going to get a couple of screws that we've got, and we're just going to fasten this into here. Careful, these are Phillips head screws, and they're really crappy to be honest, so you can soon round them off, in which case they're no good, useless. Okay, so I'll put a bit back in. This is not particularly a great Phillips head bit. If you've got better ones, more tighter fitting ones, best to use it. So what I'm going to do is, where the holes are, I'm actually just going to put a wee mark just there. It just helps me to orientate it where it's gone. If it's pushed to one side or whatever, we can straighten it up. So let's get that. Put the wood screw in there and a little tap like that. Just move your fingers out of the way, and a couple of good taps, 90 degrees, good taps. I'm going to put the other one in as well. Find that there. Do that like that. Tap that, and a couple of good taps. Make sure that your drill is untightened, because these soon strip. Now I like to use both. I used to like use both hands, steady on the door frame like that, and hold that, and 90 degrees, make sure it goes in, and same with that one, 90 degrees. Right guys, and make sure that it turns properly. That's it, that's fine. Now Next thing to do is put this wee plate over here. Now, what I do is I take the key out and put the plate over it. Make sure there's like little. This plate it's like flat on the back, but then countersunk there, and that's where the screws are going to go. So put that through, pop it into your lock, and then make sure we put that up nice and straight up the way, and a little mark again. Okay, mark again there. Okay, so, and then we have to take this off, and again I'm just going to put that on there and screw, put it right on there, and then just hold that to tap, make sure they don't move. Okay, same with the other one. You can see if you look through it's moved, so you just push it up a bit and then get the end of the screw there, give it another tap there. Now, so with this, I'm going to, in actual fact, I think what I'm going to do is close the door, and then I don't have to hold it with my feet. And then all we're going to do is try and get 90 degrees if we can. Okay. Be careful, guys. Right, and same with that one. Alright, so that's that one. We shall just pop the key back in, make sure that it works. Okay. Yep. I'm going to open the door, and what we're going to do, guys, is this. If you notice, the end of these locks here, where the barrel comes out, there's like a little bit on there to and that's very handy for marking the where the housing's going to be for the door jamb here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go inside again, close the door, and then push that to, and then we're going to go do this a couple of times. Okay, and you'll find that that will push a little indent into the wood door frame. Roughly put your finger where the mark is, because it's sometimes quite hard to you get one or two marks on there, and it's quite hard to find out where it's been. So if we look at this just here, that is where it is. I just like to mark that up now where we pencil. So now what we're going to do again, go back to the 16mm. Back to the 16mm. Okay, guys, it's marked up nicely. Put the right onto there, and again, like I say, you can use the hoover to stop a lot of the. Get someone to hold the hoover. We're going in. 90 degrees. I would actually go up to the end of the flathead bit here. That will be well deep enough for what we want. So just make sure you get the debris out of there. Very good to get the debris by using the hoover. Again, get the vacuum cleaner going. Back in again. Inside there. Any garbage then, any garbage we can get rid of. And we can hoover all that up later on. That's the majority of that is gone. Okay. Now I find it better here to use a chair to sit on as well to rebate this other piece that we need to put onto this door frame. What I will do, just to make sure that I've got this bang on, before I do any tapping or chopping it, I'm going to close the door again, and I'm going to close the lock and see whether or not it actually does work. If it works for us, yeah. Right, so close the door, make sure, and indeed it does work. Okay, take it off, open the door, and then we can start to mark this up, rebate it out, and okay, kind of like we did the other one. Just make sure that's the right way. Okay, countersunk holes there. Put that right and make sure that it goes right into the center of this. So then we can come with our pen again, mark round, kind of like that. And rebate that out. Right guys, so as we did with the chubb lock, we're going to do the same with this reinforcing bit that goes into the door frame. Couple of good taps on there. Right on the line. Longer chisel. Same principle here as well. I've not quite joined that one up to there, so I get the smaller chisel again, put it on the line and slightly over, so we join that up, and then a tap, 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 and then like that. Okay, as we did on the other one. Careful when you get towards the top again, and so if you follow me, my drift, this is what we're doing. Do that one, and hollow this out, and then I'll get back to you. But guys, so the last bit is this plate here. what we've rebaited this in here, and a bit of paint up around that will make it really nice. So what we're going to do again, make sure that everything is, that the hole's free. You don't want to be putting it so it's halfway over this hole so the bolt will not go in there. Just make sure that that's there. Okay, and then you just use the pen or pencil or whatever just to mark it, just to let us know that it's the right place. We'll get a couple of the screws again. Right guys, so I'm going to just pop the screw in there, like I said, a little tap at first and then a couple of like nice little taps. Make sure that goes into the proper place. Little tap again and okay. Just drill last little bit and carefully okay, and right guys, so that's nice and flush to the wall, to the door, sorry, to the door frame, like that, so it's not stuck out so the door can't close. That's it. I'll just try the lock, see whether or not it's closed. Okay, so close the door again and make sure that it actually is, and as you can see it is nice and secure, and that's it guys. So pretty simple once you know how to do it, you know. So anyway, hope this video helped you, and subscribe and give me a like if you like. Okay, thanks a lot guys, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.